Hey guys, Shannon here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I am very excited to have this conversation with you all today. So if you're out there and you are watching and you are live with me right now, send me a heart emoji. Let me know that you're there. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And if you're a newbie, if you've never tuned in to one of my lives, not a day in your life. Hi Tracy, welcome. If you've never tuned into one of my lives before, let me know. Say I'm a newbie and tell me where you're tuning in from. And hi Patricia, welcome. If you are watching this and you are catching this as a replay, you know the drill. If you've watched one of my lives before, send me a hashtag replay. Let me know where you're tuning in from and how your day is going. I want to know how you guys are doing. Hey, welcome. So I want to have a conversation about the F word, guys. And I love this. It's my favorite. I was on a client call before this and we were wrapping up the call and they were like, hey, enjoy your live. I saw you're going to be on at 5:15. And I said, yeah, come on, tune in. We're going to be talking about the F word. And they were like, oh my goodness. Hi, Jessica. Welcome. And I said, why? It's fear. And they said, oh, right. Like that's your favorite F word, which look, if you guys are like lifers and you've been tuning in and you know me, you know my favorite word is fuck. You know it is. I have no problem saying it. However, my other favorite word is fear. And I love fear. I really, truly do. I had a coaching call with my coach today because, and I put a post up about it. If you missed it, go look at it. If you're looking for something to read later on, I put up a bunch of content and a lot of value in that post, so go catch it, read through it. But I love fear, guys. Over the past 12 months, I can say that I've learned more about fear. Hi, Rhonda. Hi. Am I saying that right? I hope I'm saying that right, Rhonda. But I've learned a lot about fear, and one of the things that I've learned about it is in order to see something for what it is, you have to see who you are being about it. So in order to see something for what it is, what place it's taking up in your life, you also need to be accountable and culpable to who you are being about it. And I love fear. I love fear because it is a bright, flashing light for me. It is something that is telling me, hey, you have some sort of emotion or feeling or whatever is going on in your body about it. Pause, time out, pay attention. Something's going on. And I've read a book, I think it was last year I read this book. It's called Unfuck Yourself by Gary John Bishop. It's an excellent book. It's a super easy read. And in the book, he talks about willingness. As people, we have to distinguish our willingness to do something and our willingness to not do something. Hi, Jen, welcome. Hi, Joanne, welcome. And I see fear that very same way. Rhonda says, in my reading queue. Yeah, it is an amazing read. Please, I highly recommend it. I see fear the same way. Being able to distinguish our willingness to who we are about it. Are you going to allow fear to be the thing that stops you? Or are you going to allow fear to be an awareness? And leave it at that. No judgment, no guilt, no blame. Hi, Kathy, welcome. And allowing yourself to see either I'm allowing fear to be the thing that stops me, yes, or I'm not allowing the fear to be the thing that stops me, no. Hi, Rachel. So when it comes to distinguishing your willingness to be with fear, whether it's in your business, whether it's in your relationships with other people, or the relationship you have with yourself, it is very important to distinguish who you are about it, right? So in your relationship, how likely are you to walk around naked? Literally. Ask yourself this question. If you want to post it below, please do. I love you for doing so. I was not ever the person that was like, yeah, I want to walk around naked. I'm married, guys. I was like, I don't want to do that. Makes me feel weird. I don't want to see all of this, right? And how are you likely to face fear in your business? Are you willing to put your money where your mouth is? Are you willing to say yes in the face of feeling fear? Are you willing to say yes in the face of fearing the failure? And how likely are you willing to face fear in your relationships with others? I'm going to say the uncomfortable thing to you, not because it's meant to hurt your feeling, but because it's who I want to be about it in our relationship with you. I want to be honest. I want to be truthful. Jennifer, thank you. Thanks. I decided, I was like, I just want to be crazy with my hair today, Jen. So as I said to you, distinguishing how you feel about something, distinguishing who you are in a moment is your ability to distinguish who you're being about it. Are you willing to move forward in the face of fear, or are you not? Take the feeling out of it, yes or no. Decide. Ask yourself, in the face of whatever the fear is it something that shows up in all areas of my life? And I promise you, if you take a look at the things that are going on in your life, the things that are serving as roadblocks, the things that stop you, the things that you're belaboring over, should I make this decision or should I not? I don't know. It's very likely it's showing up somewhere else. It's very likely it's showing up in your relationship. Very likely it's showing up in your money game. Very likely it's showing up in the relationships you have with yourself. I saw fear the same way for myself. I didn't want to make the wrong choice, feel uncomfortable, have a bad decision under my belt. And yes, like I said, I was married, but I still didn't want to have like a judgment. There was a preconceived judgment. So that was the fear of me like doing it, like walking around naked and embracing my body. Now I'm like, take all that shit off, walk around. The confidence is here. Same thing in my business. I was too afraid to just say how I felt about things, share my experiences, make that money investment, not know where I was going to go next, where the money was going to be coming in from because I was putting it out from. So I didn't. Didn't have the confidence under my belt. I was too afraid to move forward. I had this perceived judgment about how other people were going to think about me and this perceived judgment of what was going to happen if I failed, if I put the money out there. What was the cost going to be? Confidence. Same thing in my relationship with other people. If I tell them what I really think, if I tell them how I really feel, how are they going to react? What's the response going to be? And is it going to fall flat? Am I going to fail? Am I going to lose a relationship? Are people going to not want to be in my life anymore? Confidence. All of the fears that I had in not enacting my body and embracing who I was and believing in my voice and taking my experience and my power and everything that I wanted in my life for my business and financial success, for my relationships success with people that are going to lift me up, and the success I wanted to have with myself, all confidence. It was all a fear of not having confidence. I put a post up before about faking it till you make it. I don't believe in it. Have faith in yourself. Find the confidence. Rhonda, exactly. Yes. Lindsay, hey. So, hi, Vernina, welcome. So, how do you distinguish your willingness to be with fear? First of all, you ask yourself, are you willing? Whatever you're feeling the fear about, are you willing? Are you willing to move forward with it? Yes or no? The why, the reasons, all that shit, we're not interested. We just want to know yes or no. Are you willing? I had this happen to me the other day. Roadblock came up in a huge launch that I'm having in a couple of weeks. I had the opportunity to say no. I had the opportunity to back down. I decided, am I willing to move forward? Yes or no? Take all the feeling out of it. Do you want it? Yes or no? Take that answer. Decide what it is, yes or no. Next, if yes or if no, what's it in service of? What's the big what for? If you are willing to move forward with something, yes, I'm willing to move forward with it because this is my big what for. I may have fear about it, but my big what for is bigger than that. My big what for is the thing that's going to push me forward. My big what for in embodying who I am in my relationships, in my sex life, having the money, walking the walk and talking the talk is the thing that's going to make me say yes or no. Again, I said take the feeling out of it. If you decide that you're not willing, and the answer is no, you're not willing to move forward in face of your fear for the big what for, then perhaps you need to change the big what for. Perhaps you need to realize what the unwillingness is about. Stop the judgment. If it's no, it's no. If it's yes, it's yes. Own it. Take it on yourself. You're the only person that can decide, nope, I won't move forward in the face of that fear, and I need to reroute. I need to pivot. I need to do something that's going to make me feel impassioned to move forward, because this ain't it. Take the feeling out of it. Own the decision. Or yes, I am. I am going to make a decision to continue to move forward in the face of fear because it is in service of my passion, what I want, and my big what for. The next thing is, what can you do next, immediately, to move forward in service of that direction? When we feel fear and we stop, it's usually a pattern. It's usually that thing you do. And I say this always to my clients, right? When I'm in conversation with them and they're like, oh, well, I'm not moving forward. I'm like, oh, this is that thing you do. When you get scared, you talk yourself out of it. When you get scared, you create a back door for yourself. When you get scared, you tell people that in your mind, you're convincing yourself are going to hold you accountable, but you really know are going to give you a back door, are going to be like, it's okay, you don't have to do it if you don't want to, right? We train people how to treat us, and we train ourselves how to allow ourselves to get away with things. It's not wrong, right? It's just something that you do. It's your automatic behavior, the thing that you do in the face of fear. So if your answer is no, I'm not going to move forward in the face of fear. No, I'm not willing to move forward with this. Take the feeling out of it, but keep it moving. What do you do next? How are you going to respond to the no that you've encountered with your fear and pivot? What are you going to do next? How are you going to impassion yourself to find a new what for? The new thing that's going to keep you moving forward? Or if the answer is yes, what action can you take here, today, right now to move forward? Do something in service of it. Make that investment. Put your money where your mouth is and walk the walk and talk the talk, whether the answer is no, I'm not willing, or yes, I am. Don't make it right or wrong. Don't make it bad. Slap yourself on the wrist. Just be flat with yourself. I have fear and I'm not willing to move forward. And stand in that decision and make the next move. Or if you are, stand in the decision and make that next move. The next is, I've been talking about it this whole time. When you're feeling fear and you're distinguishing your willingness to either be with it or not be with it, not making it right or wrong, decide what the feeling is. What is the feeling? Is it, I'm afraid to fail? Is it, I'm afraid for people to really know who I am? I'm afraid to take the risk. I'm afraid to invest in myself. What is the fear? What is the feeling that is standing behind it like a kickstand of a bike and keeping it up? Because you can take the kickstand off at any time. You can take the power out of that feeling that's supporting the fear at any time. So what is the feeling that is supporting you by saying, no, I'm not willing, or yes, I am? What is it? Distinguish it. Don't make it right or wrong. Just allow yourself to notice, I'm scared. I don't have the confidence. I don't believe in myself. I haven't made the investment yet. Distinguish what the feeling is. And lastly is, whatever you're moving forward with, whether it's no, I'm not willing to move forward in the face of fear, or yes, that I am, get super present and ask yourself if it is in integrity with what you want for yourself. If it is in integrity with how you see your life moving forward. Is it in integrity and supporting the person that is going for that big what for, or is going to pivot, find a new what for, and still feel impassioned? What is going to make you in integrity with standing in that choice? I'm not willing to move forward. I own that. That's my choice. You don't need to understand it. It's for me. Or I am going to move forward. I am willing to stand up in the face of fear. See it as not something that needs to stop me because that's not right in this moment. What's right in this moment is for me to keep choosing and move forward and stand in integrity about that. Stand in integrity with whatever your choice is, whether you're willing or you're unwilling. Don't make it right or wrong. Just own it. Take it on. Put it on like a wetsuit and be like, this is for me. Fear doesn't have to be the thing that is wrong or poo-pooed. And I was talking to you guys last week about being in our darkness, allowing our darkness to serve us and see where it's showing up. Rachel shared this with my team. Beautiful. Thank you so much. And a part of our darkness is seeing fear as something that is, we can't talk about it. We can't admit it. It's a wounded dove syndrome. That ain't true. It doesn't have to be true for you. Other people want to see it that way. Cool. They can wear that on themselves like a badge of honor all day long. But that does not need to be how you see it. How you can see it is, it's either what I'm willing to do or what I'm unwilling to do. And it doesn't have to be right or wrong. Just get to the point where you realize, like, is my choice that I'm making here in service of my big what for? The thing that's going to propel me forward, the thing that's going to allow me to have more money in my bank account, allow me to communicate more freely with clients, allow me to have better relationships in all aspects of my life, better sex, feel confident in my body, walk around like this is the fucking greatest thing anybody has ever seen, and I'm not available for criticism about it. No criticism available. So don't use fear as the thing to bludgeon yourself over the head with. Just notice, distinguish your willingness to be with it. Your ability to find meaning or value in something is distinguishable by your willingness to actually be with it, guys. Your ability to find meaning or value in something is distinguishable by your ability to be with it. So if you find yourself feeling fear, and every time you get to that place, you're like, oh, I can't be with it. So you shut down, you stop, you don't allow yourself to continue to move forward because you allow it to be a stop. You can't be with it. Identify, what can't you be with about fear? Who are you being about it? And then ask yourself, am I willing to reroute that relationship? Am I willing to stop seeing as fear that's something that needs to stop me and something that's actually calling my attention? Something that's saying like, hey, there's something bigger here. There's actually expansion at work. This is actually your opportunity to level up. This is actually the universe saying to you, what are you made of, babe? Are you willing to move forward in this direction? Are you willing to pivot? Are you willing to change? Are you willing to see this as an opportunity for you to be with yourself and realize that who I was 2 seconds ago before realizing this fear is completely different to who I am 2 seconds after? Because it's me in expansion. It's me in growth. Whether you are willing to be with it or you are not is completely up to you. All right, guys, thank you so much for signing on. If you have any questions or comments, please post those below or DM me. You know, I always like it when you slide into my DMs and we connect. If you're dealing with something that is fear-based right now, please just take the opportunity to acknowledge it, to notice it, and don't have a judgment about it. Ask yourself, am I willing to move forward with this? Yes and no. Rhonda, amen, great content. Aw, thank you so much. And yes, if you want to share this with somebody that you think can find value in this, or people that you feel like need to hear this message and free themselves from the shackles of judgment and shaming themselves for noticing what comes up when they are having a response to something, please feel free to do that. And if you want to connect with me one-on-one, please send me a private message and we'll talk about how to do that too. All right, guys, thank you so much. Have a great day. My heart is with you always. I love you so damn much, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace. Bye.